bit bloody ironic. The moment that you go on holidays is the moment that you become a lot more energized. That is certainly how we are currently feeling at the moment. 1,000 times more energized than what we were. It's unbloody believable. So much so that we're going to go down and grab some iron for a little thing that Dad is doing at the moment. So we're going to quickly run down and grab that. Beautiful thing about today is the sun has decided to come out after the last few days of bloody unrelenting rain. That also does come to the conclusion that we do need to get the mowing done again. Hey, never friggin' ends. But anyway, that's a completely different time of day. Won't be today. We are going to get that done at another time. But for now, we're going to go and help Dad with getting this iron into the car and everything else in between. This is exactly what I was talking about, guys. Look at how bloody long that is. That is at least ankle height at the moment. That is bloody well ridiculous. This is all because of the last couple of days that we've had with the rain. Can't bloody trust it not to grow. That's alright, I've got a bit of time to, as you would say, pull my finger out and get this sort of shit done. So, next couple of days I'll come out and do little bit by little bit. I'll do the front and then I'll come and do out the back here. Because right down there where that caravan is, the slope is pretty much like this. And it's an absolute bloody nightmare. Now that little contraption you guys would have seen down by the shed, this thing right here, is in fact going to be a log holder for all the firewood that we've got sitting down by the shed. For a very simple fact, every couple of days I'll have to go down with a wheelbarrow and grab a whole heap and bring it up to the back here. Because there is a couple more sitting out the back, so instead of having to walk all the way down to the shed with the wheelbarrow, I can at least put it up here out of the way. It's going to have the tin, cast iron tin on and around it so that we can keep it somewhat dry from whenever it decides to rain, which is going to be a little bit more frequent due to the fact of winter. Because as you can see right over there next to the black bin liner is one of the two that we've got sitting up here. You can see the one just there plus the one that's sitting behind this chair just here. Two different types of pile of wood. The mixed gum that we got a while back and the red gum, which burns relatively slow, which is something that we do thoroughly like. Which we do throw a log onto the fire during the night so that we can at least, as you would say, let it keep it going until, as you would say, the next morning. But it only lasts about 4 hours if we don't sit there turning it and whatever else. But we don't need to worry too much about that. For a very simple fact, we got another trailer load of red gum. Guy came in yesterday to drop that off, and I tell you what, that's at least 1.5 meters of wood, because we are nearly running out of the other red gum that we got, or Mum and Dad got, the last time. Going back to the start of the video, stating that even though I've been on my 11-day break from work on how much energy we've got, there's also something that I've been, as you would say, figuring out. This right here is flaked salt. This right here is a 1 litre bottle. So what I've been doing, and I know a lot of people are going to turn around and say having too much salt is going to be bad. I've been having about that much of salt in my drinking water. And since we've had said amount of water in our drinking water, our energy levels have, as you would say, come right up quite a bit since, as you would say, since we started doing it. And to be absolutely honest with you guys, I would highly recommend it for anyone, especially if you're feeling a bit foggy, bit lack of energy. Having a little bit of salt in your water, especially doing it at least once a day, can actually make a massive difference to one's energy levels and everything else in between. I can almost guarantee, even with the way that I'm currently speaking, you guys are probably figuring out that it actually does work. And it seems to me that even though that I've been doing it for the last 2 days, it has made a significant difference between how I was feeling 3 to 4 days ago to currently feeling like $1,000,000 and to almost to the point where I can run a marathon. Now, the biggest reason why I've been taking a pinch of salt and a litre of water is for a handful of reasons. First one is I've been feeling pretty drained for the last couple of weeks. I've been drinking at least 2 of these a day and I still feel very much unenergized to do really anything. And I found that somewhere you put a pinch of salt and a bit of water, not only does the energy come back, which it has for me, I haven't been going into my bed and having a rest at halfway through the day. So that really says something about this stuff right here. Not only that, I've been having slight dizzy spells as well. You know, it's right on the brink of where you feel, whoa, right on the brink of that. Just before it hits, it goes away. And since having this stuff here, the white salt, just that little pinch in the water, it seems to have eased right up to the point where it is almost non-existent, which is surprisingly enough for me. But I will forewarn everyone, I am not a medical expert, so do not do this lightly. I do it because it helps me with the energy levels and certain dizziness. So this helps me. It's not going to help everyone.
They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the management.
Seems to me that we're back at the no good of video games as always, considering that today is the 3rd day that we're on our 11-day break. Seems to me that this right here is getting out of control yet again. There is a few things that we need to get done outside. First of all, we need to go do some mowing. Secondly, I want to go fishing. And thirdly, I want to get the swag and go up somewhere for a night or two. Probably a night, 2 days, 1 night, and go for a bit of a walk around a certain area. But we need to undo certain things. Look at how bloody good it is out here. The sun is shining, the breeze is about. That is some nice feeling bloody sun with the breeze. I can tell you that for free right now. Oh jeez, just turned the screen around and it's bright white skin. Anyway, that's what I was saying before, as you guys will see in just a moment, as you would have seen yesterday as well, is I need to get down there and do that. All of that is pretty much well and truly due. So I do have to go down there at some point today and try and get all that mowed. So I've got to do out the back, down there, behind the shed, next to the caravan, all along the fence here as always, down there and out the front. So see how things go, see if we can prize ourselves off the bloody video game. Because that is always a problem with me, boys and girls, is the fact that I get very addicted to doing certain things. Video games is definitely one of them. So, like I said, I have to prize myself off that and everything else in between, because the day is too damn good to waste to be sitting in there, as always, playing games. Might even see if Dad wants to move that down to the back of the driveway, basically down there near the caravan, and see if he wants to stack it up, because hopefully that will last us a little bit longer than the stuff that we've had. because the yellow stuff that we got for the fireplace is not exactly burning that well at this given time. Look at this cheeky little girl having her breakfast. Corner of a piece of toast is one thing that she loves more than anything. And worst thing about that too, guys, is when we've got food that she shouldn't be eating, sugar, high salt, fat, all the fun stuff, she'll try and anything and everything to basically try and get that food, which she has had a little bit of maple syrup once, and it made her sick as a mongrel dog. So we had waffles yesterday, homemade waffles, and we had a bit of maple syrup and butter and everything else on it, and tell you what, she was a bull at a gate trying to get the food, and yeah, we were trying to fight her back hardcore just to bloody stop her from eating it. A cheeky little bleeper. And on a little end note to end this video, Dad has almost finished this little rack that he's been building up for the firewood, and it's looking really good. So I'm going to quickly show you guys this little firewood frame that Dad has been building, and then we'll call it a day. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what we are going to have for a whole big firewood holder. He's even got a tarp on the front. Lift that up and all the firewood sits in there. That's at least maybe 2 foot tall, maybe 1.5 feet, but that's going to look good. It's probably about what, 4.5, 5 foot wide. All this tin here was freely given. He found it on Facebook and basically said to the guy, yeah, we'll come and take it. And basically we grabbed the whole bloody lot, and this is nearly the end product of the thing that we're going to use for the firewood. But yes, this stuff right here isn't exactly the best stuff to burn, to say the least, but get enough heat into it, it'll burn slow enough to keep the house somewhat warmer than having that nip in the air still. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much the last 3 days of what we've been doing, especially for first 3 days of our holidays, is salt water, going down to get some iron for the wood firewood frame, and everything else in between. So we still are planning on something or a couple of things for the next couple of days. So again, we do need to pull our finger out of our backsides and prize ourselves away from the bloody video games, because once I get started with that, that's the end of me. So in saying that, guys, I'm going to end the video here. So it's an evidently for now. Thanks for watching, thanks for being a part of it, and everything else in between. And before I forget, just remember, I'm not a health specialist or doctor or anything else. If you're allergic to salt, don't go for it. Well, it's just something that I found helps me with the energy and being a little bit more hydrated. Again, I'm not a professional. Don't follow what I do. So in saying that, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of it and everything else in between. We'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, keep it cheesy.